there you see Senna. That's the gap you saw as Senna took La Rascasse. Now he completes his 7th lap and goes into his 8th. He's very nearly at 1/10 distance. And he's just gone round the fastest lap of the day by Ayrton Senna, 1:29.719, which is about 3 seconds off Prost's 1986 lap record. And Senna will, as ever, know exactly what the score is, because the radio system that McLaren have is absolutely superb. That's the gap. You saw the completely clear track behind Ayrton Senna going into the tunnel. Senna is 28 years old, and he is a quite amazing individual. The way he applies himself to his racing and the dedication and the time and the trouble. He served a hard apprenticeship with Dick Bennett in Formula 3 when Senna was British champion. And the other evening, they took 4 hours after practice to debrief. Senna telling his team exactly what he wanted done to the car for practice the next day. Well, it certainly seems to be paying off. He's coming through now to complete his 8th lap, which is a whisker over 1/10 distance. The gap between himself and Gerhard Berger is now nearly 11 seconds. Senna up to Saint-Devote. Now up the hill. Now look back and see if you can see Alain Prost. Well, you see, Senna has got the whole length of the approach to the Hotel de Paris as he goes round the left-hander and into the right-hander between him and Prost. There's confirmation of that fastest lap time, 82.9 miles an hour. Doesn't sound very quick here, but when you consider that there is hardly a single straight stretch at Monaco, it is an astounding speed. And Alain Prost will need to look to his laurels. Last year, Keke Rosberg, who had been in the McLaren team with Alain Prost, said, I, Keke Rosberg, when I joined McLaren, was confident that I was the fastest and best driver in the world. But Alain Prost soon proved me wrong, and, said Keke Rosberg, Ayrton Senna will find the same thing. Well, it isn't happening. Senna was in pole position in Brazil and San Marino and here at Monaco. He fought his way up from last to second in Brazil before he was excluded. He won in San Marino, and look at him now. He is 13 seconds ahead of Alain Prost, who is still boxed in behind Gerhard Berger as Senna completes his 9th lap. And of course, with the way Senna is being able to drive, he's not putting any real stress on the car, which means to say that it's enhancing the reliability of the already very reliable McLaren Honda. With Berger now 11.7 seconds behind Ayrton Senna here, the race leader. Prost 1.5 seconds behind Berger in 3rd place. Mansell is still 4th, leading the 3.5 litre runners. He's still ahead of Michele Alboreto, who is in 5th position. Nannini is 6th and the last potential point scorer at the moment. Riccardo Patrese in the 2nd. Williams Judd is in 7th place. Derek Warwick is still 8th. Palmer is still 9th. Boutsen is 10th. Alio is 11th. De Cesar is in 12th place. And it would be very nice, I must say, if we could have a look at some of the other runners instead of Ayrton Senna, good as he is. There's a big crowd here as ever. Something like 100,000 people come to Monaco to throng the Principality. They were pouring in from very early this morning to add to the substantial numbers that were already here. This is Senna completing lap 10 over 1/8 distance in this 78 lap race. And the fastest lap that we have so far is Ayrton Senna, and he's going faster still, notwithstanding the fact that he's got this very secure lead. He's just gone round in 1:28.5, which is just 2 seconds slower than the lap record held by Prost.
Yes, 13.5 seconds clear, Senna is. and he'll be anxious to build that lead up as much as he possibly can, while Prost is still stuck behind Berger, because he knows that he's got a potential battle on his hands as and when Prost can get through. So Senna will, at the moment, be going as fast as he can with reasonable caution and due care and attention to the mechanical side of his machinery, wanting to build up as much of a cushion as possible.
If you are feeling frustrated at only seeing Senna, I can only say that you're not half as frustrated as I am, because I know that behind this apparently sole runner here at Monaco, Berger has got Prost now closer to him than he was before. There's only 4/5 of a second in it. Nigel Mansell is 4 seconds behind Prost in 4th position, just ahead of Michele Alboreto 5th, who is 2 seconds ahead of Nannini in 6th position. Nannini is 1 second ahead of Patrese, who is 7th, who is 3 seconds ahead of Warwick in 8th place. Jonathan Palmer, who drove an absolutely brilliant practice lap to take 10th position on the grid ahead of Nelson Piquet, the world champion, is still in 9th position, and Palmer in the Tyrrell, which it is freely admitted is still not handling as well as it should do, despite the substantial work they've done on it. And hello.